Here are 5 things you need to do before September 25th in GTA Online. So first of all, we do have the bonus money from the event, and altogether I do think there is probably about 2 or 3 methods which really stand out from the rest. The first one will be the one that we had last week. It was double money and RP on dispatch work. Unfortunately, the only possible way to start this is by purchasing one of the police vehicles. Next up, in my opinion, the best thing this week will be the bail office bounties, also with the double money bonus. If you have not been playing these things, or you do not have a bail office, I would definitely recommend this before the new event comes around. And the third best thing from the bonus money will probably be the wildlife photography challenge. It will have the exact same bonus. I also do believe that the community race series with the triple money and RP could potentially be good. However, if you guys play solo the majority of the time, you probably just want to stick to the dispatch work, bail office bounties, and wildlife photography challenge. The first 3 that I mentioned also will have a 4 times bonus for GTA Plus, so a nice sprinkle on top if you guys have access to that. I do still think it is really annoying because if you cannot get GTA Plus, or maybe you just don't want to, you will be missing out on a ton of cash. I'm also not going to lie to you guys, I really hope we don't see this sort of GTA Plus feature in GTA 6. I definitely like the exclusive rewards and stuff, but I do think it creates a really annoying separation. And you can see right here the difference with GTA Plus on the bail office bounties is really substantial. The second thing that you also want to get before the event week ends will be some of these different clothing unlocks. The first clothing unlocks were directly from the Neighborhood Watch event. This is the same event that we had last week in terms of clothing items. However, Rockstar did actually change these clothing items around. So this time you can get this Winter LSPD officer outfit with a tie by completing the weekly challenge. And then if you buy or earn the Park Ranger vehicle on PS5, Xbox Series X or S, or PC Enhanced, you will also receive the Winter Park Ranger outfit with tie. Now, as usual, a lot of things went wrong with these clothing items. A lot of people actually did not even receive these things, and supposedly Rockstar is working on a fix, so you might be able to get these things still. If you have done these things, for example, bought the Park Ranger vehicle or completed the weekly challenge and do not have the outfits, I would definitely recommend getting in touch with Rockstar support. I also did not know this, but some people in my comment section over the last few days did point out that this Park Ranger vehicle cannot be used for dispatch work, so a really disappointing downside. I have personally not tested this because I do have other police vehicles, but yeah, if you guys were deciding to purchase this, it will only be really useful for this clothing item. The last clothing items that you could also get were some login items. So we had the Alpine outfit and the Pisswasser festive beer hat. You might still be yet to get these things. I got them as soon as I logged in, so I really was quite lucky. And the second sort of limited time clothing item and special unlock was to log in all the way up until October 8th, so anytime in between then, and you will receive the red and black on the Pisswasser tees. Alongside that, you will also get the limited time Pisswasser livery for the Ebenhard Titan 250D. I got this around 3 days later after logging into GTA Online when the event week started, so really nice to see that I actually got it and it did not really bug out or anything. I don't know why, but Rockstar have been really quite bad recently with the delivery of these rewards, but like I previously mentioned, just get in touch with Rockstar support and they should be able to just add these things to your account. So now we have the discounts in this event, and honestly, these discounts are not too bad. We still have all of these police vehicles with a discount. Hopefully you guys can see all of these ones popping up on screen. Essentially, it is just the same thing from the last week, continuing for this one. So it's still a really nice opportunity to pick up one of the cheapest police vehicles. I still believe the cheapest one is the unmarked cruiser, and especially with this discount, I would probably say it is worth getting. Or if you want to spend more money, I would probably recommend the D10 Pursuit. I have been using this one a lot more often, and even just saving 25% with that discount is still pretty good. In terms of the standard things, away from the police vehicles, honestly, I probably think the Comet Safari might be the best vehicle. I used to love using this when it first came out. It is pretty much just a sports vehicle, but an off-road version, so really cool. It might be worth getting if you like them type of off-road vehicles. At the gun van, you could find the free baseball bat, a 40% off the combat shotgun, a free stun gun for GTA Tier Plus, and a 40% off for the Railgun, also on G Tier Plus. If you manage to find the gun van, I would genuinely recommend trying to get the combat shotgun. It does perform quite similar to the assault shotgun. Obviously, the assault shotgun is just miles better, but the combat shotgun is a really solid alternative. It will not have as much ammo to shoot, and you will need to reload a lot more, but in terms of effectiveness and clearing out small rooms or just small groups of enemies, it is still a great choice. This week in GTA Online, we also had 2 new free cars that you could win. The first one inside the casino for the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle. This one is called the Albany V STR. I think it looks pretty cool, and I also believe it does handle pretty nice. I am still yet to win this, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get this over the next few days. With it being a free car, it is always worth it if you have the garage space. And the best free vehicle this week will be the Obey Tailgater S. The performance of this one is extremely nice, and you just need to win in the LS Car Meet series for 3 days in a row. So still relatively easy to get this. However, compared to the last week with the Entity MT and just how easy that one was to get, this one is a little bit more challenging really, but still well worth it. The next thing that I also want to include in the 5 things that you don't want to miss might be slightly obvious, but it will be the event week money methods. I definitely think that all of these things are worth doing, no matter how bad the event weeks get. Even if there is a good event week, I still suggest doing these things. Just a great source of income every week. So first up, we had the new FIB priority file. This is called the Fine Arts file. If you have the Garment Factory, you can go ahead and start this, and this is by far the easiest file to complete. In terms of the challenges for this file, to make sure that you are getting the most cash, just complete these challenges for an extra $50,000. If anything, it is not essential to complete the challenges. Even if you just complete 1 or 2 of them, you are essentially paying the setup cost of the file. The salvage yard robberies this week were also not too bad. I did manage to complete all 3 of these things and made roughly around $1 million. We had the Enos Stafford. To get this, you had to complete the cargo ship robbery. We then had the Sterling GT, which was the McTurney robbery, and the Duggan robbery for the Dinka Kanjo SJ. Make sure that you spread these things out over the next few days. It will definitely save you a lot of time instead of just cramming them all together. Sometimes that can be extremely stressful, and the salvage yard robberies themselves can be kind of annoying to set up. The time trials will also be worth completing. We have the standard time trial, which is called Elysian Island, and the HSW time trial, which is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. I would also include the weekly challenge here. However, I will be assuming that you have done this for the clothing item right at the start of the video. Really simple to complete. Unfortunately, it is technically locked behind the police vehicles, but still well worth it if you have enough time. At this point, we do have some honourable mentions that I also think I have to include, and this is really down to just in case you wanted to get one of these vehicles and you did not know it was returned. First up, we had Simeon's Auto Shop. All of these ones are returning. Honestly, some pretty nice options. The Hijack Rustin will be my pick. I think it looks extremely clean. The LS Car Meet also had 2 returning bikes and a car. Worth test driving maybe? It really depends what you want. I love the look of the innovation, and for some cars that are not returning but are still really quite nice, we do have the Luxury Autos dealership, where we have the Anis Minimus and the Walton L35 stock. Unfortunately, you cannot test drive them, but they still look really clean and you might like the look of them. Honestly, before the event weekend, I probably will get the Minimus. So yeah, that will be pretty much everything that you don't want to miss from this event. Altogether, I do think this event week was really nice, especially in terms of the bonus money and the clothing items, if you guys can get them. And it is still really nice to see that Rockstar continued the discounts on police vehicles. You should be able to save a really good portion of cash if you wanted to get one. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to hear what you think about this event. Have you also got these clothing items, or are you still waiting to get them? If you are still waiting to get them, I will leave a link to Rockstar support in the comments and description. I know how annoying that must be to complete a challenge or something and then just not get the reward. But yeah, as usual, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, all that I ask of you is to leave a like on this video. I really do appreciate your support. Also, make sure to leave a comment below, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.